First, welcome to this episode of Crypto Baptist. This show highlights everything about institutions getting into crypto. Today is August 28th, 2021, and I'm your host, Dan. So we have another country tapping into the Bitcoin monetary system. Cuba is looking at recognizing and regulating Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a form of payment on the island. And it looks like they're doing this to circumvent the sanctions and embargo on their currency. Not sure if this would be good for Bitcoin or not. I mean, if a country is using this to circumvent the sanction, it might lead, Bitcoin being blacklisted somehow. Maybe they'll just blacklist the address associated with Cuba and not the whole system. Excuse me. Morgan Stanley, if you look in their Insight Fund at their latest filing, you're going to find that they are holding about 928,000 shares of Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. Now, that's a lot of shares, and this is about only 0.34% of the fund. So not the biggest holding, but what we're seeing here is that they tell you on the surface not to touch this because it's highly volatile, but underneath that they are buying it and investing in it. So don't listen to what they say, look at what they do. I can't find the original document, but Fidelity updated their Bitcoin, understanding Bitcoin research. And if we look at some of the slides on here, they are also using the stock to flow model. And here we have the 100K near the end of 2021, goes up to 1 million in 2026, $10 million in 2030, and then I don't think that's $100 million, but that's probably maybe $50 to $70 million by 2035. Again, stock to flow, it's gonna work. The model's gonna work until it doesn't work. So I would not say it's gonna be 100% accurate. The S-curve is the adoption curve of the technology. The key point here is to look at the adoption of broadband and internet. They've already reached mass adoption above 50% of the population. Whereas for Bitcoin adoption, here's looking at the number of active addresses. And here is the number of active address with a balance greater than 0. So with that, we're still below 5% of the population adopting Bitcoin. So we're still in the early stages. Now imagine the price of Bitcoin when we approach mass adoption of over 50%, right? So we're still in early phases, all right? The ones who make the most money are the ones who hold from the early stages and hold it for the long term. Looking at the current trend, here the internet started in 1990, didn't really hit the 50% until the mid 2000s, or later than mid 2000. So you're looking at maybe 15-20 years. So Bitcoin started in 2010. I mean, we should expect mass adoption in probably 2025 to 2030. And I wanted to include this story here from CNBC about the usage of cryptocurrency in Afghanistan as they go through their turmoil. This has nothing to do with institutional adoption, but it is a heartwarming story of how blockchain, crypto, and Bitcoin can be of use to citizens in countries that are going through rough times. We're in this too as an investment, but at the end of the day, let's not forget why Bitcoin is here. Bitcoin is in my opinion, the true safe haven asset. It's better than gold for people in Afghanistan, Cuba, El Salvador, Venezuela. If they were to flee the country, good luck with trying to run with a bag of gold or trying to run to your bank and withdraw cash. But if you have Bitcoin or crypto, all you need is your access to it, which is the private key, or if you have an exchanges, then your email or pretty much your login credential. And with that, you can safeguard your wealth as you're fleeing a country, or if you're in a country that's being mismanaged, then tapping into the Bitcoin monetary system or other crypto can be a way of preserving your wealth. It's pretty much being your own bank and protecting your asset and your wealth. And I think that's what MicroStrategies, Michael Saylor is alluding to, how this is a digital monetary system that anybody can tap into and safeguard their wealth. And this is going to be proven again over and over for other developing countries as they go through turmoil. So Turkey, the Latin countries, Africa, now we're seeing it happening in Afghan. And when it happens, people will be awake to Bitcoin and crypto. And I think once they do, they will not leave it. They will see the tremendous value that's going to bring to them, because it's going to help them to be able to protect and provide for their family. That's something that's very sentimental, very emotional on that deep level, that once it happens, you wouldn't be able to go back. And again, I think this is why I have tapped into the Bitcoin monetary system to help provide liquidity for citizens in other countries. All right, that's all I have for you today. Take care.